Saturday, guys. Right now, I am trying to export the Simple Little Life build along video, and I'm having such a time. This is, well, it's a long one. It's 28 minutes long. I had this really weird problem where one of the files ended up getting a song attached to it, like it's like embedded into it, and I couldn't adjust the volume. So I've had this video like essentially edited, but I've been working on getting it fixed. That one problem like in the last 2 minutes for over 2 hours now. So we're exporting 70%, and then as soon as we have it exported, I'll be able to get it uploaded so you can watch it. Now, something else we're doing today that's kind of interesting is, you know, I've been cleaning things out, been doing a lot of getting rid of stuff. And these are the clothes that the kids are getting rid of. Their closets have been so full, and it's hard for them to keep them clean because they have so much junk. So I said, you know what, how's this? Let's go through stuff. And if, like, some of my boys would have several pairs of jeans that they just haven't worn forever. They've got a few pairs of jeans they like, the rest of them they never watch. And I said, well, let's just get rid of them, and your life will be easier because cleaning your room will be much better. We also have this deal with the kids that if they keep their room clean for an entire month, they can have their own Christmas tree in their room. So this is gonna help them out a lot with that. Are you cleaning up stuff too, Foster?
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, I'll show you my closet real quick. I don't have a lot. This is like my shirts. But this one here, I bought it, and I wanted to have these button shirts so I could wear my lav mic when I was doing video. But honestly, I've worn it once, and this one's a pain because it gets so wrinkly. So you wash it, and then you have to iron it, so. Yeah, I'm not gonna wear that either. It's my hunting shirt, running. This one I wear, this one I wear, that one I got in Hawaii. Don't really like that. Don't like this one I'm wearing either. I just needed something because I was cold this morning. Like that, like that, like that. Brand new, be nice in the wintertime. This was cool. I wore this, I think I wore this on our honeymoon, which was like 18 years ago? Yes, straight line bicycle and ski, Fernie, like this. I'll wear that. That's like my one good shirt. My one good like Sunday go to meeting shirt. Good work vest. This, 100% merino wool. It's got a bicycle link decoration, and it's Swobo. This is my favorite. I love this shirt. I've probably had this for, look at that dust. Oh my word, come on camera, focus so we don't see the dust. I probably had this shirt for good long while, like 14 years maybe. Keep this one. This one, Filson, yes, like this. And then another running thing. So that's good. You know what? Right here, right now, I just got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4. I just got rid of 4 shirts. And now, look at this. My closet is getting better. One area that I really need to work on, my athletic wear drawer. I have so much athletic wear, and I don't do a lot of athletic stuff. I have all these shirts from races. This was from the 2005 Calgary Marathon. This was the last foot race I ever did. 2009, Goofy's Race into Half Challenge. I did a half marathon on the Saturday and a full marathon on the Sunday at Walt Disney World. But I finished, so that's cool. So my goal for today, one of my goals is to go through this. And then my t-shirts. I also have way too many t-shirts. This one is one I've actually decided I'm going to get rid of. And this is hard for me because I got this one in Kodiak, Alaska when I was working there. This is a fantastic little restaurant. It's a little out of town. That's why it says get out of town. Seafood was fantastic. I signed my name on the wall. If you're ever in Kodiak, Alaska, check out the Rendezvous. This is a heavy vinyl, heavy, and it gets all sweaty. Like I get a sweaty upper back just from wearing this. It's gross. Alright, got this thing exported, so I'm gonna get this uploaded, and what I usually do is I upload it and then I watch the file. Usually by the time I'm done watching it, it's already on YouTube and I can set it live, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Gotta get this up there for you guys. Alright, so we've gotten that videos live on YouTube now. You guys can go check that out. And actually, a lot of time has passed since then. I was uploading the video. I took that little time lapse of the skies, little filler, and we've gone to town. I've got some work done, but there's something that happened recently. I want to share it with you guys. So some of you guys that have watched my channel, you may have seen me carrying this knife. This is the Kershaw Clash. It's an incredibly cheap knife, but it's a good knife. I really like it. I think I paid $37 for it, and oh, we got the sun coming in. I bought this in Kalispell, Montana, and I've probably had it for about 7 or 8 years possibly. And this is like my everyday carry, every day, except for the weekends. The weekends I have some other knives that they're a little classier, they're a little more dressy uppy. But this has been my workhorse. A lot of people have asked, does it say death proof on there? And yes, it says death proof, and the reason for that is I had a negative of a t-shirt vinyl I was doing, and I just wanted to test out my etcher on here, so I thought, you know what, this is a great blade to do that on. The other side of the knife says cut. That's what you do with a knife. But the other day, something terrible happened. I went to get the knife out of my pocket. I needed to cut something or open a package or something, and that, it's not opening. It doesn't open. No. For a moment, I just didn't even know what to do. And I remember I've taken this thing apart to clean it several times. I've actually done a video of cleaning this thing, taking it all apart on this channel here. But you know, I thought, I wonder if that assist spring is broken. So we're gonna dive into this thing. I'm just gonna take it apart real quick. I'm gonna see if that spring is broken, or maybe if it's just kind of popped out of its little recess where it's supposed to stay. So let's open this thing up, hope for the best, but plan for the worst. All right, we've got our tools. Let's get some light on. So, first of all, this knife does not use Torx fasteners. They're just good old-fashioned Allen wrenches. Probably indicative of the prestigiousness of this here little knife. I think we can leave the clip on, so let's just go ahead and leave that on for now. So first thing I'll do is I'll just kind of crack these. Now, why would I mention in the title of this video that this knife is illegal to replace? Well, let me tell you something. In Canada, the fantabulous government, and I don't know which, you know, it's customs and immigration, has decided to make it illegal to import any knife that can be, any folding knife that can be opened with one hand. And this is kind of an interesting little thing because it's legal to carry still. You can still carry them. Assisted opening blades like this one here, still entirely legal to carry. You could manufacture them in Canada, but you can't import them. And you know, the thing about that bothers me is that anyways, let's, oh no. Look at, my assist spring is broken. Oh, I knew that would happen. I just had the feeling that that was the problem. You know, I guess after, I don't know how many hundreds of times I've actuated this, but I guess after that many times, it's bound to happen. Like, look at that, where the detamp ball rides. Look how polished that is. I gotta go tell my dog to stop barking. My dog does not like my neighbor, and every time my neighbor goes or comes, she just freaks out. Ay, ay, ay. So anyways, yeah, I guess after a whole bunch of actuations, it's just bound to happen. So this thing broke. And you know, essentially this knife can't be imported into Canada anymore. And a lot of you guys had asked, like, I remember when that law was kind of brought in, I think it was it earlier this year or later last year? You guys had been like, oh, can you do a video about it? And I wanted to do a little bit more research, and I think I've got the gist of it to correctly portray the information. But basically, as it is, any knife that can be opened with one hand is now illegal to bring in to Canada. Now, we still can't have like automatic knives where you just press a button and it deploys. Assisted knives are allowed. Knives that you can open with one hand, you are allowed to carry them within the size. Don't quote me on this, but I believe we're allowed to carry a pocket knife with a blade length of under 4 inches, either fixed blade or folding. I think you're allowed to have them. But anyways, it's just, you know, this was such a really great knife. Nothing that knife nerds would really geek out over. Look at that pocket lint, that's gross. But I liked it, and I loved the fact that I could just grab it and I could deploy it with one hand. It was so handy, and I used that feature of it a lot. I guess I will not use that feature of it any longer. That's it. It is officially done. I suppose I could make a new spring. That might be something, but it'd be a bit of work. But then again, you know, if you got the spring to work from, can't be that hard. Get the right type of steel. And the one interesting about this too is that it's kind of dangerous to carry. I mean, I thought, oh well, I'll just carry it and open it with one hand. But that spring is part of what helped it to lock into place. Like, there was no detent ball to keep it closed. So the spring was probably neutral about here, and then this way would kind of spring closed. Once it got past that, it would spring open. So without the spring in there, this blade could literally open up in your pocket, and that's just not very safe. So with this knife being gone, what's gonna be my EDC? What am I replacing this with? And you know what? It's actually happened in a fairly timely manner, because lately with me trying to get rid of all my stuff, and really my goal is to own as little stuff as possible, have as few things around with this whole minimalism kick that I'm on right now. But I still want to have stuff to do what I want to do. But my idea is if I can have the best quality of that I can afford, you know, that's kind of my goal. It's not like I don't want to spend money on anything. I want to buy good quality things that are going to last me a really long time. And then as long as those are things that I'm going to use on a daily basis. So my idea, the knife that's going to be replacing this as my EDC, is a knife that I already have. And you know, when I buy really, really good things, typically, if I do buy really good things, my first sentiment, my first idea is that, you know what, I'm just gonna put this aside and I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna look after it and kind of keep it really good and fancy. But I'm making a change right now, and the knife that I'm gonna carry as my EDC, like when I'm working, when I'm hunting, out in the garage, it's gonna be my Benchmade Griptilian. This is a beautiful knife. I love this knife, and I've carried it a lot. You can see the clip has a little wear. I put the deep clip on there. You can call Benchmade and they'll send you free clips, like deep carry pocket clips. But I've carried it, but I haven't really used it. So from now on, when you see a knife in my pockets in my videos, chances are it is going to be this one. The exception to that is usually if I go like on the weekends, you know, to the city, or if I've got like nicer clothes on, or if we're gonna be hanging out in somewhere fancy or something, then I will carry my bug out, because it's so thin, it's super slim, and obviously I think that the Griptilian, I do think it would do heavier work and more useful as a robust tool. Having said that, I still always carry a fixed blade when I'm around the farm. But I guess that's gonna be it. These are gonna be my two main EDC knives. This one will be my fancy one that doesn't get used very much. This will be my workhorse. And you know, I'm actually looking forward to it, because I've had this knife for about 3 years and I've never properly used it. I mean, I took the wicked edge to it and I put a mirror polish on the bevel, sharpening it up. That is a nice edge there. This thing is absolutely fantastically sharp. This is a 154 cm steel, so fairly decent steel. But yeah, this is gonna be it. This is going to be my main EDC knife in my pocket. So I think this whole stupid thing with knives not being able to open with one hand, you're allowed to carry them, but you're not allowed to import them. Bogus. I think it's absolutely bogus. Benchmade, you can set up a shop in Canada if you would like. Anyways, that is going to be my new EDC, and kind of a sad day giving up on this thing here, but I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna keep all these parts. I'm not tossing it quite yet, because there is a chance I might be able to make a spring for it, bring this thing back. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Cheers.